Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, ManojWeb, where my goal is to make your HTML and CSS and sometimes JavaScript life easier. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at the top 5 resources to learn web development. So without any further ado, let's get started. So up first we have Scrimba.com, where you have like a lot of courses available. There's like a bunch of courses which sometimes it feels like there's too many. Some of them are pro, which you can get pro membership by I believe like $10 per month. Yeah, you can get pro for around $10 per month, or you could ask for a scholarship if you cannot afford pro, and I'm sure they will provide it. But they have a bunch of these free courses as well. If you don't want to go pro, you learn about Netlify, you learn about Imba, like HTML, CSS, class components in React, JavaScript, React, Python, UI design fundamentals, CSS grid, color tool, and vanilla JavaScript. And there's like a lot basically. There are quite a few pro, and there's this front end development developer career path, which I'm currently a part of, where it takes you from beginner to hireable level and teaches you how to basically get a job as soon as you finish the course. And a lot of people have had success stories on it, Scrimba Discord, but we're not here to talk about that. So Scrimba is an amazing resource which gives you a bunch of these free courses where you can work with like where you can work interactively as well. Because Scrimba, as you go along a video, it allows you to uh look around the code or change the code as well. So currently, this is how far I'm in the front end career development path. As you can see, the video is going. He's teaching us, and while he's teaching us, you can update the code, look around with the code, run the code, so you can run it, see what it gives you, like mess around and let your curiosity take a hold of you and learn through that. So that's another reason why it's so amazing, because that invites you and that makes you want to do it more because it's so interactive. So that's pretty much it for Scrimba. I will put the link to Scrimba in the description. You can sign in and start right away. Let's move on to our next resource, which is FreeCodeCamp.org. I know you've probably heard of this. FreeCodeCamp.org is an amazing channel where there's a bunch of free courses over everything, pretty much everything. There's Web3 curriculum, there's blockchain, there's Angular, there's Java, there's CSS, Python, React, SQL or SQL. I don't know how most people pronounce it. Like, there's game development, there's like literally everything on here, and it's all for free. There's nothing you have to pay for. So this is an amazing channel, and I would really recommend going through it. But if you want to go specifically in web development, there is a whole playlist or HTML and CSS tutorials, which I'll link to in the description as well. But I would really recommend you to check out not only the web development, but also all these other things like data analysis with Python, deep learning with PyTech. But it's all based on what you want to be. So there's Unity tutorials, game programming, which is, well, probably with a different engine as well. There's CS50, CSS, computer science concepts. There's pretty much everything that you could ever hope for. So I would really recommend checking out freecodecamp.org, and link will be in description. You can also just search up FreeCodeCamp web development and you'll get the results. And let's move on to the next one. And the next resource I have for you guys is a way to challenge yourself. So this is frontendmentor.io, which has a bunch of these free challenges, like trying to build these sites. It'll give you the Figma designs of all of these sites, and you have to try and build them. It'll tell you what resources you can use, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or only HTML and CSS. It'll tell you the level of difficulty. It'll give you all the color scheme, the font, everything. You just have to build it. There are a few premium ones. You can go premium to access them, but there's quite a few free as well, which allow you to challenge yourself. And this is amazing because if you're stuck on what to learn, like you don't know what to do, what to learn, you can use these challenges to like figure out what level you're at. So like maybe you don't know much about API, and you can try using this challenge to figure out like what you don't know and what you need to learn. There's also solutions which you can look at, but challenges is mainly it. You can also like discuss it with others and work with others as well. You can sort them by difficulty or filter them. But yeah, so I would really suggest Frontend Mentor as well to challenge your skills because there's always going to be something you can learn. So challenge yourself and figure out what that is. Let's move on to the next site. So another great resource that is available is codeacademy.com, where you can find a bunch of courses over HTML and CSS, JavaScript, Python, Java, C++, SQL, C Sharp, and a whole bunch of other things. As you can see, there are quite a few pro courses as well, which you can get pro. You can try pro for free for only like $18 or $25 a month. Or I also believe you can ask for scholarships, but there's also a bunch of free courses available, such as this Learn HTML, CSS, Intermediate CSS, which allow you to improve your skills and learn a lot. There's like Python, JavaScript. It has everything. I myself haven't really used Code Academy that much because I really didn't know about it. I learned about it from a friend recently, and I'm planning on starting as well. I've heard it's like a great resource, so I would really suggest everybody else to use it as well. It has a like you can learn VR. It has like so many free courses for you to use, and it's like a gold mine kind of where you can learn everything. So I'll put the link to this in the description as well, and let's get started. Let's get to the final resource, which is CS50's web programming with Python and JavaScript. Now this is a Harvard's course over web programming, and it is recommended like you do CS50X before it, which is Introduction to Computer Science, because it teaches you all the basic principles about computer science, which are really important to know. It like teaches you every low level detail. It is also self-paced, so you can go through it at your own pace and learn everything. I myself am enrolled in it, doing it currently, and the web development course is also amazing. It picks up from where CS50 leaves off and dives more deeply into design using Python, JavaScript, and SQL, using frameworks like Django, React, and Bootstrap. And it's free as well. There's like you don't have to pay anything. You get a free course from Harvard without paying anything and learning so much information. Like what else could you ask for? I know like the certificate itself costs quite a bit of money, but you can ask for scholarships over that as well if you cannot afford it. But see how many people are already doing it. 1 million people are learning this, and if you don't do it, you could fall behind. So I would really suggest doing this. CS50 is web programming with Python and JavaScript. I'll put a link to this in the description as well, and that'll be the end of our video. So in today's video, we talked about these 5 main resources: Scrimba, FreeCodeCamp.org, FrontendMentor.io, HTML and CSS like Code Academy, like which has all of these courses, and the CS50 in edX.org. So I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button so you can like get notified when I get more content. And see you next time.